Hey guys, it's Tom from Resale America. My YouTube channel is Liquidation Motivation. Thanks everybody for who watches our channel, who supports our channel. You know, this channel is all about eBay, Amazon, pallet selling and buying, truckloads, bin stores, liquidation stores, consignment shops, but most of all, building wealth. Most of all, building wealth. And you know, I appreciate everybody out there, everybody part of our community. If you haven't gone to our YouTube channel and liked and subscribed, please go on there, like, subscribe to our channel. Only 53% of everybody who watches our videos actually subscribes to our channel. So, you know, so please go over there and like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, or you have any questions about the industry, about, you know, about building wealth, about anything, please put them down below, post a comment down below. You know, I'm here for you. I'm here to answer anything I can. I don't know if Esteban and Paul are coming in today, but, you know, they're out there somewhere. They're out in a store somewhere selling things, rocking and rolling, making things work, you know, building our business. Colton Carlson. What's going on, buddy? What's up, Tom? I have a funny for you. What's up? What do you got for me, Colton? I hope I didn't do anything wrong. I've been promoting you all the time on here, Colton, you and Damien. So Colton is a big dog in this industry. He's rocking and rolling. He's one of the young guns, you know, 25 years old, opening up a bunch of different stores, a bunch of different warehouses, brokering loads. He's a good guy. He won't do you wrong. So if anybody needs any truckloads, you know, feel free to hit up Colton there. He's a great dude. You know, hey, has anybody looked at the Bitcoin market today? It is cranking, man. It is cranking. You know, September is always bad for investments. Remember, the last 3 days, the stock market's gone down 3%, and Bitcoin now is up about 10% in the last 3 days. So it's a great investment to be in. But yeah, so yesterday was a crazy day. I didn't do a live yesterday because it was crazy. You know, I got in four truckloads in my store yesterday. So we were moving stuff all around, trying to figure out where we're going to put it at. We got Amazon smalls, Amazon mediums, Amazon larges, and then also a furniture truckload, an Ashley furniture truckload. So the Ashley furniture truckload that I bought, so Colton put, you got one of your employees for the 4Gen sticker inside of one of your donation pallets. And I've had 2 pallets in the past where it had 4Gen written on it and was loaded. Huh. How? Yeah, I wonder what you got those 4Gen. So that you got one of your employees for the 4Gen sticker inside one of your donation pallets. And I've had 2 pallets in the past where it had 4Gen written on it and was loaded with, can you see what else? What else he says? Loaded with what? Is there more? Oh, loaded with high-end electronics. Well, that's awfully strange. I don't know how the heck you got that, Colton. Yeah, so we have 2 bin stores. One's Bing runs and one the beautiful Gen runs. And so when the girls process these loads, they put for Bing or for Gen because we have different. Where Bing runs, we have this crazy sheriff, right? Sheriff Grady Judd. You might have seen him on the news. You might have seen him during the riots, during the BLM riots. He was the sheriff on the news that said, I dare you to break into our houses. I dare you to protest in my neighborhood. We will shoot you. We will shoot you, and we will not stop shooting you. And one time his sheriffs, there was some crime happening, and his sheriffs like shot the guy like 35 times. And the press asked the sheriff, why did you shoot him 35 times? And he says, because we ran out of bullets. This sheriff is crazy. I love the guy. I love the guy. He's crazy. And so he doesn't allow like no strip clubs in our town and no like sex toys and stuff like that. So, you know, anybody who gets Amazon pallets, know you get a lot of sex toys in there. So we have some pallets for Bing and some pallet in Jen's County where she lives. We can put that kind of stuff in there. You know, you get like the grinders and the one hitters, and we can sell that in Jen's store, but we can't sell it in Bing's. So we do have to separate the boxes. But that's strange, Colton. That's strange that you would get that kind of stuff. That's weird. I don't know why you would get something from Jen, but you never know, right? You never know. This business is you know, everybody's in it. Everybody's moving from here to there, you know, wholesaling, buying, brokering. 5x5 News. Hey, Tom, trying to come out and see it today. All right, come on out, man. Come on out. We got so much freaking inventory. I mean, I just went to the back room and I'm looking around. There's just stuff everywhere. I got talls, mediums, smalls, like big, There's stuff we had to put it all out in our store in the aisleways of our store because I got so much in lately. But it's working. I'm cash flowing. It doesn't matter. I got all the inventory. I'm trying to build up for Christmas time. So today is October 1st. Fourth quarter is about to start, baby. I'm so excited. Fourth quarter is some of the best in the business. I'm hoping to do 40% of my sales in the fourth quarter. Last year was a little messed up because of the virus. A lot of people were ordering online. I was ordering online Christmas stuff right from Amazon. So David Branson, good morning. Good morning, David. BTC, that's right, baby. That's right. Bitcoin is on a rally, man. I heard rumors that the SEC dropped the lawsuit against XRP. A big thing that's keeping Bitcoin down is that there's no, or Bitcoin and the whole crypto market is that there's no regulations on it right now. And so the SEC, Security and Exchange Commission, sued XRP, said it was a security operating like a security. So if they drop that lawsuit today, that must mean they changed their mind. I don't know, but that's so first of all, it's October, fourth quarter. Typically in the fourth quarter of every 4 years, the crypto market does between a 5 and 10x. So I'm super excited. I've been dollar cost averaging every week, putting money in every week, and now I'm going to see it explode. I'm very excited. 5x5 News says, loves the shows. You do business like I do, open and transparent. There you go. That's right, buddy. That's right, my man. I love you, man. I thank you for all your business. He buys a lot of my Home Depot loads. He buys a lot of Amazon. He's always hustling, man. Always working, always hustling. Colton says, sometimes on the donation pallet, there's a sticker that says 4Gen inside and is loaded with higher, but I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, okay. I don't know yet. I don't know what that is, Colton. I don't know how you'd be getting anything from me, from my girls, but I guess it's possible, right? I guess it's possible. Daniel said, good morning. I might be there tomorrow. Yeah, come on in, Daniel. I'm going to commission you to do a great big sign for me outside my store. It's going to be outside, so it's kind of got to be weather tight. So come on in to see me, buddy. I need you to draw me up an estimate. The mall came to me and said they want me to put more signage outside, which I'm good with. The malls are it's difficult in a store because even like I went and looked at another bin store today, and in the plaza, everybody had channel letter signs. Those are like each individual letters that go on a box that gets wired in and lit. When you go to a plaza that has all those signs, and they can be rather expensive to buy. I opened a grocery store one time, and our sign was $50,000, but it was a nice sign. It was a very nice sign, $50,000. So they can be expensive. So when you go to look in a plaza, look around at all the signs. If you see some people with banners or some people with what they call box signs, that's just a big box that's lit up in the back and it has plexiglass, and then you could put your letters on the box. Then that those are cheaper plazas, and you're probably going to get a little better rent. You're probably going to get a gross rent as opposed to a net rent. Remember, net rent, you got to pay CAM, which is common area maintenance. That's cleaning up the parking lot. Up north, it's snow plowing, right? That's part of it. Insurance, and then common area maintenance, insurance, and property taxes. You got to pay your portion of that stuff with a triple net lease. Facebook user said, let's go, Tom. Cryptomania, man. That's right, big dog. Listen, somebody messaged me the other day, and I'm not going to say who they are, but somebody from my channel took my advice and put $50,000 into crypto. You know how much money they made today alone? $5,000. Today, before they got out of bed, they were up $5,000. Now, but I just need to tell you that it's a journey. It's not something, if you have some money you need in the short term, don't put it in it. Don't put it in it, because it could go down 50% tomorrow. But if you need it if it's something that you can invest in the long term, I certainly, especially if you have a 4-year horizon, it should. And every 4-year horizon, it's gone up exponential 10x. On average, Bitcoin goes up 200% a year, 200% a year. So it's the best investment. It's made me, lots and lots of money, more money than I can explain, more money than I ever thought I was going to have. And I started investing in 2018, but it doesn't matter if you invest in Bitcoin or fine art or real estate or land or comic books. You just need to put your money in an appreciating asset. Okay. You need to decide that you want to become rich, and you need to start it right now. You need to do it right now. Today's the day you start your 20-year journey to be rich. If you wait till tomorrow, the saying is, when's the best time to plant a tree? The answer is 10 years ago. When's the second best time to plant a tree? Today, because you have to start that journey. All right, plant those trees, start that investing. Daniel says, can you briefly explain dollar cost averaging? Yeah, so the crypto market is a very volatile market, right? It goes up and down a lot on the upward side. So it goes up, down, but it's always heading up. So dollar cost averaging means that every week you put in a set amount of money. Now maybe, that's different for everybody. It might be $20, it might be $50. I do $500 a week, and I put it in every week. I right now I'm putting into 3 different cryptos. I'm putting into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Those 3 right now. And so you're buying it when it's at its top, but you're buying it when it's at its bottom by putting it in every week. You don't want to put in a huge amount one day. Like I went on vacation with my dad, and we went to Clearwater Beach, and that's when Bitcoin was, we were there 3 days, and I'm like, Dad, I made $50,000 yesterday. The next day, Dad, I made $20,000 yesterday. Dad, I made $10,000 the next day. And because Bitcoin was skyrocketing, if you remember, at the beginning of 2021, it was skyrocketing. And my dad's 72. He has a nice nest egg in his bank account. He doesn't need any money. He's a military man, so he has his military retirement. He doesn't need anything, and I'm trying to get him to put money in Bitcoin. And then I met up with him a month later. Bitcoin dropped 50%. So I can't offer that advice to anybody who needs something in the short term. I can't offer that advice to people that aren't looking for the journey, going on that journey. So what I recommend is dollar cost averaging. You just put a little bit in every week, whatever you can afford every week, but you do it every week, constantly, consistently. You know what? My wife got a new job, right? She had a great job forever. Now she got a job making less money, and the benefits aren't as well, and they had a 401k, right? And she sent me her 401k yesterday, and they have a default how they invest it. They put 60% into stocks, 40% into bonds. I'm like, bonds? Why the hell would anybody recommend putting money into bonds at a 1.5% rate of return in a year? 1.5. I don't even know it's so little of a bond. So little money goes in the return on bonds. I just can't believe that this probably billion-dollar corporation is recommending that's their default investment. 40% into bonds. Have you looked at the bond rate? Remember you used to get savings bond. I remember when I was a kid, I won like a $50 savings bond, right? But when I won it, it was only worth like $7 or whatever, because then it goes up 10% a year, right? Until it gets to the $50. When it matures, then you can cash it in. Not anymore. They don't even offer that. I don't even know if they offer that stuff. The bond rate now is like 1% a year. Inflation is 7%. The bond rate is 1%, so you lose 6% on your cash every year. Your purchasing power is you lose it every year. Why would you got to invest in something that makes more than inflation rate? And if you don't think inflation is going crazy right now, stupid crazy right now, go try to buy chicken. Boneless chicken is 3 times more than it was before Corona. You see all the boats in the harbors. You see everything that's going on. It's insane what's going on out there with the printing of the money. Their $3.5 trillion budget right now for year 2022 is what Biden has proposed, and we don't have the money. So what are we going to do? We're going to print more. And so when we print more, we devalue our money, we devalue our cash more. And what does Bitcoin and what do the cryptos do? Go up. They just go up. So you can stay in. You don't want to be in bonds. You can be in stocks. They're kind of volatile. Not that they're volatile, but I don't know. Everybody's talking about the bubble, and if they stop printing money, stocks are going to crash. If they stop giving out these free paychecks, they're going to crash. But I don't know if they're going to stop. Who knows if they're going to stop? But still, the stock market went up, 20% last year during all this craziness. On average, it might go up 10% or 7%, but Bitcoin's gone up 200% a year. So where do you think? I just think the returns in that are just insane. And the Fed chairman yesterday announced they will not ban cryptos. Yesterday he came out and said we will not ban cryptos. America will not ban cryptos. That's huge news. China banned crypto. Why did China ban crypto? Why did China ban Google? Right? Because people could get free information. Why they ban Facebook? Because Facebook can create crowds and disrupt the government. Why did they ban Wikipedia? Because Wikipedia expels the truth. Why doesn't the government want to know the truth, their citizens to know the truth? Why did they ban all those things? Why did they ban Bitcoin? Because it's going to be a risk to their monetary policy. So take all that information, do what you want. Dollar cost averaging. Thanks for the question, Daniel. We can definitely create something for you. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, man, it's going to be super cool. It's a big area. It's a big sign I need done. So, but it's kind of like angled. You have to come down and see it. Camberos, Anthony, who owns the biggest contract for Home Depot? I believe it is Registrix, Regestrix, Registrix. I know that's who I dealt with whenever I bought them out of Georgia. I tried to get the Home Depot Turbo Smalls out of Georgia, but apparently they must be sold out because the person in charge of that program won't talk to me. So, but the person in charge of the general merchandise will talk to me. So I have his contact information. But they, I just didn't think they were great loads. They were okay loads, but they weren't great loads. So I bought a few off them, but I haven't bought any since. So Registrix. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Thank you everybody who's on the live stream today. I couldn't do a live stream yesterday because we got too many truckloads in and I had to do this. I was just like an octopus, right? Telling everybody what to do. You go here, you go here, you go here. If not, I feel like my employees slack a little bit. Mandy slacks a little bit. So Andrew says, don't sleep on Algorand. Just governed it. Okay. So I own a bag of Algorand. I own quite a bit of Algorand. So no, I believe in Algorand. Algorand is actually, yeah, I misspoke. The three cryptos that I put my money into every week is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Algorand, not Solana. I own a lot of Solana. So Algorand is a crypto created by, okay, follow this chain of events. MIT has a Bitcoin, I forget what they call it, a Bitcoin consortium at MIT. So they research Bitcoin at MIT. Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, taught a class at MIT on Bitcoin. All right, you understand that. Bitcoin has, MIT has the Bitcoin, I forget what they call it, but something there. So the Boston Fed hired this Bitcoin consortium at MIT to research central bank digital currency, CBDC. That's just going to be digital money for America. So Boston Fed hires MIT to research the CBDC. MIT has a professor that came up with a cryptocurrency some years back called Algorand. All right. So it's my premise that the Boston Fed, if they use the CBDC that they came up, it's going to be written on Algorand. So Algorand could explode. And it's only, I think it's cheap right now. Let me look at my phone. I'll tell you how much Algorand is right now. Yeah, Algorand's $1.75. It went up 10% today. It's $1.75 right now. It went up 10%. So I do thank you, Andrew. I do buy Algorand. I do believe in that. I do think that there's a possibility. And also whenever the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, was discussing cryptos, they mentioned about 5 different cryptos, and Algorand was one of them. They didn't mention Bitcoin or Ethereum, which is kind of weird. Bonds are for presentation, equities are for appreciation. Certainly, Andrew, certainly. Yeah, I couldn't believe that they put 40% of my wife's retirement into bonds. That's just crazy. What app or site do the dollar cost average buys? What app or site? So Cody, I dollar cost average right on Coinbase. I used to do Coinbase and Voyager, but I got into a project with somebody and they wanted me to send them some money from Voyager, and Voyager wouldn't let me send my crypto out. They would only let me send like $20 worth of crypto out. So and I'm getting more involved with these early stage projects with my techie friend, right? He really does all that investing. I just kind of send him the money. So I tried to send him some money, and I couldn't on Voyager. I tried to send him some crypto, and I want crypto to win, right? So I want people to be able to buy and sell crypto all the time. Sorry, I'm charging my phone over here, so let me just unplug it. I want to be able to send crypto. So I sold everything on Voyager. I sent it over to Coinbase, and I buy it on Coinbase. So you can dollar cost average. You can put in there automatically. So when you buy Bitcoin, it'll say, would you like to make this a weekly buy? And you can click yes. And then every week, I do the dollar cost averaging. So right on Coinbase. I like Coinbase. 5x5 said, and they get really mad if we print your own money. What a bunch of exactly. Yeah, we can't print money. We can't even represent anything with money, but yet the government prints so much money. It just, they're about to print. They're coming out with a $2.5 trillion package for infrastructure. Maybe that's needed. I used to argue all that stuff. I used to be a good conservative and argue for everything being conservative and individual responsibilities, but I didn't understand money. And I started investing in crypto in 2018, but I didn't understand money back then. It wasn't until Corona hit that I understood, that I put the thousands of hours in. And, and like I said, I have a master's degree in business, but I didn't understand money. I put the thousands of hours in once Corona hit to understand what happens when you print so much money. Go to Venezuela right now, Argentina, places in Africa, Lebanon, what inflation does, what inflation does to keep the bottom 50% down. And, I decided, fortunately I was already buying crypto for years before that, but now it's like everything. I've decided to put 100% of my assets into crypto, 100% everything. I'm selling my comic books. I got a lot of good baseball cards. I got a lot of good stuff. I'm just selling it all on eBay and putting it all into the crypto. That's the only thing I want to invest in. And you know how much management I need of that stuff? Digital assets, you know how much managing it is? Zero. You buy it, you put it in your wallet, and you're done. I don't have to I have 6 rental properties up in New York, and I don't take the phone calls, but I get, my partner gets phone calls all the time. This is bad, this is wrong, this is this. I have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with any of it. I just have an asset that goes up, and that's it. I just keep it in my wallet, and someday I cash it out. I don't think the American dollar is going to go away. It's just going to be inflated to, just like a loaf of bread, cost 50 cents when I was a kid. When my dad was a kid, it cost a nickel. Right now it's $3. That's just inflation. Inflation causes that. Okay, that just makes prices go up. So holding cash makes the value go down. Andrew, man, that's the 4th time they banned Bitcoin. Yeah. It's every other week. It seems like China is banning Bitcoin. So I agree with it. Don't believe the FUD, man. It's people who aren't paying attention to the space. Come up and those are the arguments they give you. I think they call it ESG, environmental, social, and government. So those are the 3 forms of FUD. ESG. Do you have any good financial literacy books or great reads you recommend? You know what, Daniel? I don't. I'm not a book guy. I don't read much. I'm a podcast guy. So I would listen to. You can go to any. There's 2 people that I think. Well, there's a bunch of people. My favorite podcasters are Michael Saylor. I'm telling you, if you want to get a deep dive into technology, he's an engineer. He owns a company. Okay, he owns a company that the biggest companies in the world pay him to predict the future of business. Okay, so you got a guy that Google, Microsoft, all these companies pay to predict the future of business. He put 100% of his assets into Bitcoin. So don't take my word for it. I'm not a financial advisor, but a guy like that, he went to MIT, one of the smartest guys in the world, is to put all his money into Bitcoin. I think you should follow his advice. So Michael Saylor's one, Anthony Popliano is another, and then Real Vision, Raoul Paul is another. You listen to those 3 guys, listen to some of their podcasts and some of their in-depth thoughts. It's just incredible, man. It's incredible. Everything is turning digital. Everything is, right? My dad doesn't understand it. Most people my age halfway understand it. Most people Stanley's age, 3/4 of the way understand it. But people 15 and under, 100% understand it. The world's digital. The world's digital. My kids have 3 or 4 screens in front of them at all times, and they're talking to people in Germany and China and Switzerland. They're talking to people all over the world. Their best friends are online. Their best friends aren't real people. They're real people, but they're not physical with them. They don't, they got girlfriends all over the world. My boys do. It's just insane. I mean, dating is digital now, right? Swipe right, swipe left.
My best friend online he's in Texas and he's a police officer.
Stanley's best friend is a police officer in Texas. Never met him personally. Never met him. He's 40-something, and they're gamers, right? They game. My older brother's like 53, and he's a gamer. He's been a gamer since gaming came out. Man, every night for 4 or 5 hours he's gaming. Man, I'm like, dude, you're 53. He gets it, man. Digital assets are it. Andrew says, yeah, Silvio McCallie, founder of Algorand, leading cryptographer, MIT professor, 100%, man. When I, so I listen to, in a given week, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of different podcasts or, different YouTube channels, hundreds. And when I keep hearing the same cryptos being mentioned throughout all of them, because they all have an agenda, right? One guy's a Bitcoin maxi, one guy's Ethereum, one guy's Cardano. When I keep hearing the same crypto over and over and over again throughout these channels, I go buy it. And Algorand is what I hear everywhere. I hear it everywhere. And the premise that they're going to use Algorand for the CBDC, I haven't heard anybody else say that but myself. So it's an original premise. I don't know if it's real or not. But when you put the puzzle pieces together, he's at MIT. He works on the Bitcoin consortium. The Boston Fed commissioned MIT. The World Economic Forum is talking about Algorand. Everybody, there's something going on with Algorand. It's cheap. Buy it. Do you take weekly distributions on anything from your crypto? No, I don't, Cody. So what I do, and I make fun of people who say do, but what I do is there's a lending platform called Celsius. So I put a lot of money over into Celsius, and I could borrow off my crypto for 1%. So I put a lot of money over there. I borrowed against it, and then I took that money and I paid off all my debt and then bought more Bitcoin. And since I did that, at 1% interest a year, so the question is, will Bitcoin go up more than 1% a year? Certainly. It's on average is 200% a year. But I only borrow 25% of the money because Bitcoin, remember, it's so volatile. What you don't want to do is get a margin call or liquidated. So a margin call means you borrow against your Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin goes down to let's say 40% of what it was, you're going to have to put in more money. If it goes down to 25% of what it was, they liquidate your position. And so that's why I only borrow 25%. I don't borrow any more than 25%. So. Daniel, hey Tom, I'm located in Miami. Do you have any pallets available for sale? Yes, I do. I have a shit ton of pallets right now, if I can say that on here. I have so many pallets right now. They're everywhere. They're in.
You want to go live from back there today?
Sure. I have pallets in my hallways and my bed. Remember, I have a 110,000 square foot store, and there's pallets everywhere. So yeah, I got lots of pallets. Daniel says I listen to podcasts too. Yeah, Daniel, I'm listen on the way to work. I'm listening in the shower. I'm listening to a podcast. Like I said, my wife switched jobs, so now she gets ready the same time I do. I'm like, you just ruined my morning, right? Because she's listening to some stupid. I'm sorry, she might be watching, so I better not say anything. Some morning show. That's like they prank call people, and it's funny and it's entertaining, right? But I don't get any value out of that. I don't. I feel dumber after I get done listening to it. Okay, so I listen to podcasts. So now I listen to the one I listen to in the morning is called oh geez, what it is? It's I listen to it every morning. The Modern Investor. So I think he's over like in Germany or something. So he does the news, the daily news, and he does it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So when I get up at 5:30, boom, it's there. I can listen to the Modern Investor. It's only about a 25-minute, but I get all the news of the day. I learn everything about what happened. So that's my first one. And then I normally go into, there's digital asset news. There's, the 3 guys that I mentioned, Michael Saylor, Anthony Pompliano, and Real Vision, Raul Paul. I look for anything that they put out. There's a lot of great places to get information out there. So the thing is, don't get hooked. There's some out there that just shill their one coin, and don't get hooked on those. Okay, those aren't going to bring you. Those are going to take you down a rabbit hole, what we call an echo chamber, right? Where all you hear about is the one coin, one coin, one coin. You put all your money in that one coin, and you're kind of held hostage by that coin. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend getting in those echo chambers. Death Pile Destroyers. Esteban, where you at, buddy? My favorite book, The Richest Man in Babylon. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's Esteban there, The Richest Man in Babylon. I also know that, you can listen to by Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That One Thing is another book, That One Thing. And what that's about is encouraging people to do the one thing today that can lead to success tomorrow. And if you do that every day, you're going to get to that success. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Daniel says, I listen to Gary Vee, Dave Ramsey, and a few others when I mow my client's lawn. There you go. I love Gary Vee. I love Gary Vee's motivation. I'm a huge Gary Vee fan. He kind of fell off the earth whenever Corona hit because he really couldn't get out and do his shtick. But now he's coming back strong with NFTs, right? And NFT is a non-fungible token. What does fungible means? Fungible means, let's say you put 10 people put $20 bills into a pot. It doesn't matter who gets back what $20 bill. That's fungible, right? A non-fungible item would be like if you put in a Michael Jordan rookie card and everybody else put in Michael Jordan 10th year cards, right? You need to get back your rookie card. So non-fungible means it's unique. And an NFT is a digital version of something. So it could be your driver's license. It could be artwork. It could be anything is NFT. So Gary Vee is getting into NFTs. I think they're called V Friends. He believes that digital assets, social will be digital. Social media will be digital in the future, meaning everybody will have a social score. And NFTs are going to be the biggest thing. The metaverse, he believes in the metaverse. So that's why I love Gary Vee. Now, Dave Ramsey, on the other hand, I have a problem with Dave Ramsey's thought. I like the fact that Dave Ramsey wants you to get out of debt. And so I don't have any bad debt right now. I have zero bad debt. There's a lot of bad debt. I've had a lot of bad debt. Let me warn you. I'm not, listen, my life kind of is good right now, but for most of it, I've done all the mistakes that everybody says. I've done it all. I've been credit card debt. I've had businesses that failed. I claimed bankruptcy. I've done stupid things in my life that I've gambled away thousands of dollars. I've done everything. I've done it all. I've made all the mistakes, and now I'm matured enough, and financially I'm well off enough that everything is gone. All that stuff is gone. My credit is perfect. So my problem with Dave Ramsey, what I like about Dave Ramsey, he hates stupid debt, but there is good debt. All right, debt that is on an appreciating asset is good, especially now. This argument was a little bit worse. I mean, it was true forever, but now that the inflation rate is so high, look, go buy a house right now. I'm looking to buy a waterfront home, right? I looked at $1 million waterfront homes yesterday, $1 million. I mean, we're talking $1 million waterfront home in Florida right now in a bad area is like a 2,400 square foot house. I mean, I was shocked. Super shocked. Why? Because everything is skyrocketing. Everything. And that's because of the printing of the money. All right. That's because of the printing of the money. So the good debt is buying appreciating assets. Get mortgages. Get as many mortgages as you can. I don't care how you get it. You can get it. If you don't have a mortgage right now, you need to go get an FHA mortgage right now. Everybody should have an FHA mortgage, 3% down. All right. You just get into a house and just let it appreciate. All right. Or buying a business with debt is good. As long as you're a hard worker, as long as you're going to make it work. I'm good with that. Buying anything that's an appreciating asset with debt is good. Getting the credit card debt is bad. Buying Jordans on your credit card is bad. All right. So stay away from that kind of stuff. So Dave Ramsey doesn't like debt at all. And my biggest problem is in December last year, somebody called up his show and says, hey, I bought $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, and now it's worth, I think, $100,000. I forget I'm making this up, but it was something like this. I bought $10,000 of Bitcoin. Now it's worth $100,000. I own $100,000 on my house. What should I do? He said, sell it all. Get rid of it, right? If that guy wouldn't have sold that Bitcoin, that would be worth about $700,000 today. The guy sold the Bitcoin, paid off his house. He would have had $700,000. He could have bought one of those $1 million homes in Florida on the water. So I don't like that advice. He's too old. Anybody over, anybody his age, any don't get financial advice from a boomer ever again. Never get financial advice from a boomer ever again. And I apologize to any boomers out there. No disrespect. But they just don't see the digital future, okay? They don't see the technological change that's happening right now, all right? They don't see it. They don't see it. And it's exploding, man, and it's exploding. And if you don't get it now, I mean, what are you going to do? When Bitcoin was $100, they said it was a bubble. When it was $1,000, they said it was a bubble. $10,000, they said it's a bubble. Now it's at $50,000, they're saying it's a bubble. When it gets up to $1 million, what's going to be the legitimate reason to get in? When it gets to $1 million, you're going to get in? I mean, when are you going to get in? When are you going to get in? Once again, it's not a short-term prospect. You got to be in for the long run because it could go down 50% tomorrow. So yeah, Daniel, not Gary V. Michael Saylor just has some incredible interviews. Raoul Paul, incredible interviews. Oh, you want to laugh? Watch Anthony Pompliano when he was on Schultz. What's his name? There's a comedian named Schultz. His podcast is look that up for me, Stanley. Something Schultz. SCHULZ.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out this person's asking me to put the names in the comments.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing he means the guys you watch. Who you watch?
What did they ask? Stan, can you put the 3 names in the comments? Oh, no. That I mentioned. So you're gonna put in not those.
Not here? Okay.
Yeah. Delete those. Put Anthony Pomp and Anthony Pompliano, Pomp. Just put that. That's all. Comma. Michael Saylor, SAYLOR. Comma. Raul, RAUL. Paul. Yeah. Oh no. That's not how you spell Raul. But that's my fault. ROH. Yeah, you can find that. Look up any of those guys, you'll find it. But yeah, look up Schultz. What's the comedian Schultz? SCHULZ. Andrew Schultz, right? Andrew Schultz. Yeah, isn't that a comedian? Yeah, that's Charles Schultz. That's the writer of Andrew Schultz. There he is. Okay, Andrew Schultz did an interview with Anthony Pompliano, and if you want to laugh your ass off, it's all about Bitcoin. But he's like, Andrew Schultz is like, convince me to buy Bitcoin, and they do this great interview together. Man, I laughed so hard. It's a fantastic interview. Watch that, and you guys are gonna laugh your butt off. Zabra, do you wish you bought GameStop stocks at the beginning of the year? Yeah, I mean, certainly that went up a lot, Zabra. And I am part of Wall Street Bets. So that's a Reddit group called Wall Street Bets where they're trying to get everybody together to buy these stocks and, help pump the stocks up to make a lot of money. But I don't, that's a short-term prospect. That's not a long-term. That's like buying Dogecoin, right? You can ride it up, but it's, there's no legitimacy to it, and there's no end game to it, right? Unless you're just going to get in and get out. There's a famous guy that bought Dogecoin when it was low, and he made millions and millions of dollars, put his whole retirement into it. A young guy, 20-something-year-old guy, made millions of dollars. Now it's only worth about $700,000. So yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wish I bought GameStop, but I wouldn't recommend it. If we were to relive that over again, I still wouldn't have bought it. I did. I bought like Shiba Uno, put $5,000 in, lost most of that. I'm just not into the meme coins. I'm into the solid projects that have a long-term growth prospect, and that I think are gonna change the world. They're gonna change the world. Reddit has great info for news and literacy. Yeah, I'm telling you, you want to get in early on stuff. Get in Reddit, get on Discord, get in these Discord groups, because they're talking about things in these Discord groups. The people, so we're launching. I am part of a project launching an NFT project that's about like wildlife in Africa. So I'm part of this project. So we started a Discord group talking to people in the NFT world, right? So if you can get in these groups and just listen to what people are saying, listening to what they're launching, maybe you can get in early on a project and make lots of money. I mean, imagine if you would have bought, Imagine if you would have bought a Bored Ape, right? Bored Apes, you know, came out at, I think, maybe 1 Ethereum. I don't even know. I don't really know how much they came out at, but they were nothing. And now they're worth millions of dollars, you know. It's pretty cool. Zabra said, isn't Charlie Bit My Finger an NFT? Oh my God, I would love to own that one, man. I would love to own that one. Do you know what that is, Stanley?
Yeah.
Charlie Bit My Finger. All right, yeah, that's like been viewed what 28 million times or something like that. I would love that. Was something that I would say to my daughters when my daughters were young all the time, and they just, you know, so it's kind of like iconic in my family, you know, Charlie. Oh, Charlie. That's such a great video. Yeah, I would love to own that NFT. Yeah, you can make anything that's digital in an NFT. I mean, I believe that someday you're going to have like you're going to have an NFT wallet, right? So the cop pulls you over. He's like, let me see your driver's license and insurance. You're just going to show him the phone, right there. Your license right there. When you go to the airport, it's right there. Everything's going to be digital. Everything's just going to be controlled on your phone. This is going to be the most important device in the world. This is your bank account. This is, you know, you're driving. Everything in your life is going to be put right here in the phone. Everything. David said Gary Vee has some artwork being sold on a live Christie's auction that is happening now. His lots are 90 through 94. Here is the link. Oh, that's super cool. That's awesome, David. Yeah, he is. I mean, Gary Vee is all about marketing. You know, I was following because he gave me great inspiration. You know, he would tell, you know, a lot of things that I say, I'm regurgitating from Gary Vee. From Grant Cardone, you know, from Earl Nightingale. You know, these are the people that really inspired me to become better, to change my life. And, you know, and really it's about a positive mental attitude, right? Having that positive, you know, I wake up positive. I make sure my kids are positive. I give them a little pep talk every morning about, you know, go out there, kick some butt, you know, meet some new people in school, get good grades, thank your teacher, right? Kiss your teacher's ass, right? You get better grades when you kiss your teacher's asses. So I don't know why or parents want to come in and, you know, fight with teachers. It's so stupid. I had neighbors one time. All they want to do is fight with the teachers. I'm like, dude, how does that help you out in life? How does that help you? Your kids were wrong. Your kids are shitheads, right? That's why they're in trouble. It's not the teacher's fault. It's your kid's fault. So go kiss your teacher's asses. I mean, that's why I think like adults, like I went back to school, college as an adult, and I got straight A's, right? Because they knew I was there. I was serious. I wanted to learn. I needed that degree, you know, but, you know, so I didn't have to work very hard. I mean, it was the easiest thing in my life was getting a master's degree in business as an adult. But I think when you're a 21-year-old, you know, punk, you know, looking to party and meet chicks every night, you know, the teachers don't look at you as favorably. So they give you a little bit harder time. Did I answer the question up above? What was it? Yeah, I'm going to check out that auction, David. Thanks for the information. Yeah, I know he's coming out with the V Friends, and, you know, so he said he wants to create Disney of the future. So he's introducing all these characters that he think will be Disney in the future. So he's going to create Disney in a metaverse, on a blockchain. It's on Ethereum. So that's why I'm so bullish on Ethereum. Tom, you should join our WhatsApp group, Global Elite Exchange. We have people around the world in the group, even Mr. Jed McCleb.
I can't read all of it. You have to read it.
How do I know that name? Was an early pioneer in the blockchain space who helped launch 3 well-known cryptos. In 2010, I watched that whole Mt. Gox story and the first major Bitcoin exchange, which he sold a year later before it was hacked. McCaleb co-founded Ripple. Okay, yep. He soon left over reported disagreements with fellow founders. That's how I know his name, because I know he founded Ripple, and then he's selling all of his coins off. Most of McCaleb's wealth comes from the estimated 3.4 billion XRP he still holds from the original 9 billion XRP he pocketed as a Ripple founder. Yeah, that's why the SEC was suing Ripple, because of the way they set up their tokenomics. Yeah, I would love to join that group. I would love, Franco. Yeah, I mean, you're a smart guy, Franco. I could, the things that you're telling me on here, you certainly are a smart guy. So good for you. Good for you. Definitely. Yeah. Add me in. I'll give you put my phone number on them. Oh, should I put my phone number out there? Yeah, I'll send you a message there, Franco. I appreciate it, buddy. I certainly would like to join. Oh, you put it in. Okay. John says, I'm in New Jersey. I want to follow up and buy some Amazon return pallets or Gaylords. Whom and where can I legitimately follow up with this? Get to closer to the source. So in Ohio is Excess Limited. Excess Limited. That, I mean, that's not too far from you. It'd be, you know, it'd probably be a 6, 7, 10-hour drive. They're the biggest contract holder, I believe, up there. Essex, ESSEX, is another contract holder. Those are the two that I know. I mean, I get my stuff locally, so you know, if you can find where your Amazon distribution centers are, you know, look around there for people that are getting pallets out of there. And if you can solve their problems, you certainly can buy from them, but you got to buy everything from them. Don't go in and buy half of what they got. Buy everything they got and broker the stuff out yourself. Solve their problems, and then you'll have. I mean, right now I have so much. My Amazon connection called me today. I got 2 truckloads for you to go pick up. So man, I'm full, and I got to go get 2 more truckloads. So I'm just blowing through. I got to sell this stuff cheap. I got to get rid of it. Xavier, what's your actual name? 5x5, just for fun. I buy at least $100 worth of each new coin, altcoin, main coin, and when they're ridiculously cheap. Example, Shiba Uno, I bought several hundred million. If it even hits 5 cents, I'll be happy. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. So that was an early AOL, America Online philosophy, was that, I believe it was AOL, was that they had so much money, they were worth so much money, that if they were to buy 1,000 companies for $1 million, so think about 1,000 companies for $1 million each, that's $1 billion. All they need is one of those companies to be successful. So when you have that, you know, so I always thought about that with crypto, you know, just any coin that comes out, just put $1,000 into it, any coin, and just keep putting, and you know, pretty soon you'll have, you know, thousands and thousands of projects, and all you need is one to explode, like Axie Infinity, or like Cardano, you know, just one of them, or Ethereum or Bitcoin. You know, if any one of them takes off like that, you're going to be a multimillionaire. So yeah, I agree with you. Dan, love the golden nuggets, Tom. I'm fresh on my journey, and I can't wait to see where it takes my family and I. Certainly, Daniel, you're a good dude. You're a hard worker, man. I know you're a hustler. I know you are. You know, just start it. Put that money away. I mean, I know you own your house, so that's good. Put that money away. Put it in appreciating assets. My favorite's crypto. Yes, make it happen, man. Esteban Xavier says, "Why does my name stump you?" Yeah, I don't even know how to say it. XY Abra. Sherry, great info. I'm off topic, but I'm looking for lights or star decorations to buy and donate for a homecoming dance tomorrow. By chance, would you have any? Thanks. We would have lights. I'm not sure if we have stars. We certainly have lots of lights. So if you want to come in and see me, Sherry, I'd be happy to take care of you. Happy to take good care of you. I could do something for you. Mike says, "Hi, Tom. Have you bought a Pep Boys?" Never. So that'd be auto parts. Never have, Mike. I don't really care. I guess auto parts would be good on eBay. It's just they're so, you know, I get a bunch of them in our Amazon pallets and the mediums pallets. We get auto parts, lights and stuff like that. We do sell them on eBay. Alternators, yeah, tons. Spacers, yeah, wheel spacers. We get a ton of that kind of stuff. I just don't care too much for it because they're specific to the one, you know, the car, or the, you know, the couple years of the car that you need. So I try to stay away from that kind of stuff. I get offered that stuff all the time, and I do think there's money in it, but I just kind of, when it's too specific, I'd rather buy other stuff. You know, it's something that everybody's going to want. And oh yeah, I did watch the movie Gamer. Gamer is a good. It's all about the future of gaming. It's kind of put a few extra ideas in my head. Thank you, Esteban, for recommending Gamer. That's a really cool concept. So yeah, I've never bought in Pep Boys. I probably would ignore it if I was offered it. Esteban, just type my name, text to speech, 5x5. Exabra, Carabra, I want to reach out and grab you. Is it pronounced that way? Abracadabra? There you go. All right, hey, if you guys got it, we're 50 minutes into this daily or our daily live. So guys, if you have any more questions or comments, put them down below. Daniel says, one of my millionaire clients buys car parts from dealerships in Lakeland by weight and makes a killing on eBay on it. Yeah, no, there's a premise that you can buy a whole car. And then there's websites out there where you can list everything in the car on eBay, right? All the different parts that would be on that car on eBay. And then as they sell, you take it out of that car, right? You take the parts out of the car. So there's lots and lots of money for that kind of stuff. Oh, Pep Boys is going out of business. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Now that's different. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been I used to go to Pep Boys, but I haven't been in one in years, 20 years maybe.
I mean, they're charging me $800 for 4 tires. Walmart charges me $300.
Yeah. The competition is just tough out there. And then they have, isn't there a great big tirewarehouse.com that you can get tires cheapest online? Yeah. Yeah, he pays by the weight, pennies for some parts. Yeah, no, Daniel, there's definitely a business for that. Certainly, there's good money in that. 5x5 says finish by doing a walkthrough of your pallets. Well, we can
go live. We're going to try to go live.
We're going to try to go live from out there, but it's only going to be on what? Facebook?
No, we can do Facebook or
YouTube. Facebook or YouTube? Okay. David said, do you donate product to local organizations at 100% retail and take 100% tax deduction? No, I don't. Right now, my business operates at a loss, and maybe when it operates at a profit, then I will be doing that. I think so. We're done. This is our 2nd year in business. Next year is our 3rd year in business. I mean, we operate at a loss, but I mean, we're cash flowing fine, and everybody gets paid. Oh man, I was supposed to say something about my daughter here. So my daughter's school is doing that, still doing that fundraiser, but there's 10 different fundraisers that people can donate to. They're trying to raise $20,000. I already got $12,000. If anybody could donate just $1, that would be great. And a dollar can go a long way. Let me see where they. I don't see where they donate, Melly. I don't know if Melly is watching this, but she's my daughter. She's at school. If you're watching this, you never told me where you can donate. It's Power Hour right now. Okay, so anyways, hey, any other questions, any other comments, put them down below. Anything about eBay, Amazon, pallets, truckloads, bin stores, liquidation store, consignment shops, or most of all, building wealth. Anything about building wealth. I love it. Today is a good day in the market, the Bitcoin market. Remember, 4th quarter is incredible for crypto. Every 4 years in the 4th quarter, it goes up on average 5 to 10x. That's not financial advice. I've been investing for years. Yeah, I will, David. Even if it's just a couple bucks. I mean, I don't. Anything is. Listen, one of my guests, one of my viewers, when she did her last, the same fundraiser, but it was when it first started, gave a lot of money, and he wanted to remain a lot anonymous, and I just can't believe the amount of money that he donated to, and it was for the drinking, for helping get clean water, and then put it in her name, and so she got credit at her school for it. So thank you, anybody who's donated to the drinking water project that she was helping. That's amazing. Yeah, thanks, David. So, yeah, all right, 53 minutes in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. The questions have ran out. The comments have ran out. So, hey, yeah, we're going to try to do another live showing all the pallets that we have out on the floor, Amazon Bigs, or a video, something like that. You're the man, Death Pile. You're the man. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I'm Tom from Resale America. My YouTube channel is Liquidation Motivation. Please go over there, like and subscribe. Deal Days in Winter Haven, Florida. Bing runs that store, great guy. Deal Days in Port Richey, Florida. The beautiful Jen. Go out there and see them. Thanks for watching. Resale America, Lakeland Square Mall, open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 12 to 6 on Sunday. Now go out there and make some money. What's that?
Should I play the races?
Sure.
Hey, line up. Line up. Hey, line up. We're about to race. Everybody line up. Shoulder to shoulder. Take off your backpacks. Basketball, line up. We're about to race. Hey, we are racing for a $100 bill. The winner of this race will take this. A $100 bill. Before I say go, I'm going to make a couple statements. If those statements apply to you, I want you to take 2 steps forward. If those statements don't apply to you, I want you to stay right where you're at. Take 2 steps forward if both of your parents are still married. Take 2 steps forward if you grew up with a father figure in the home. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a private education. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a free tutor growing up. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to worry about your cell phone being shut off. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to help mom or dad with the bills. Take 2 steps forward if it wasn't because of your athletic ability, you don't have to pay for college. Take 2 steps forward if you never wondered where your next meal was going to come from. I want you guys up here in the front just to turn around and look. Every statement I've made has nothing to do with anything any of you have done. Has nothing to do with decisions you've made. Everything I have said has nothing to do with what you've done. We all know these people up here have a better opportunity to win this $100. Does that mean these people back here can't race? No. We would be foolish to not realize we've been given more opportunity. We don't want to recognize that we've been given a head start. But the reality is we have. Now, there's no excuse. They still got to run their race. You still got to run your race. But whoever wins this $100, I think it'd be extremely foolish of you not to utilize that and learn more about somebody else's story. Because the reality is, if this was a fair race and everybody was back on that line, I guarantee you some of these black dudes would smoke all of you. And it's only because you have this big of a head start that you're possibly going to win this race called life. That is a picture of life, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing you've done has put you in the lead that you're in right now. When I say go, on your mark, get set, go! If you didn't learn anything from this activity, you're a fool.